Today, a major development has shaken the political landscape, leaving Britain and the world buzzing with questions. Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, finds himself at the center of an unprecedented controversy as world leaders, both allies and rivals, seem to be distancing themselves from him. What caused this sudden shift? And more importantly, what does it mean for his future as a political leader? By the end of this video, you'll have a complete breakdown of the events, the reasons behind them, and their potential consequences. Let's dive in. In recent weeks, whispers of dissatisfaction with Starmer's leadership style and foreign policy strategies have grown louder among international leaders. While Starmer has worked to portray himself as a pragmatic and unifying figure, critics claim his approach often lacks the boldness required to command global respect. This became evident when reports emerged that several key European leaders skipped private meetings with Starmer during a recent diplomatic summit, raising eyebrows across the political spectrum. These cancellations, subtle as they might seem, have fueled speculation that Starmer's policies are failing to resonate on the international stage. One of the most striking moments came during a joint press event with EU representatives. Starmer's cautious rhetoric on Brexit negotiations, an issue he pledged to address with clarity, was met with noticeable skepticism. His attempts to balance pro-EU sentiments while maintaining some Brexit-related sovereignties have left both sides unimpressed. This balancing act, intended to appeal to a broad audience at home, has seemingly alienated international allies who expected firmer commitments. Adding fuel to the fire, Starmer's stance on global conflicts has sparked further unease. During recent debates about escalating tensions in the Middle East, Starmer's reluctance to take a definitive position drew criticism from multiple quarters. While many praised his call for diplomacy and de-escalation, others viewed his approach as indecisive, a stark contrast to the assertiveness displayed by other Western leaders. Political commentators have suggested that this perceived hesitation might explain why Starmer has struggled to build stronger relationships with world leaders who value clarity and conviction. Domestically, Starmer faces mounting pressure from within his own party to strengthen his international image. Members of the Labour Party's left wing, already skeptical of his leadership, have openly criticized his handling of foreign relations. They argue that Starmer's moderate approach risks alienating Labour's traditional base, which seeks more progressive and transformative policies. This internal discord only adds to the challenges Starmer faces as he navigates an increasingly complex political environment. But why are world leaders seemingly turning their backs on him now? Analysts suggest that Starmer's efforts to appease multiple factions, both domestically and internationally, may have backfired. Instead of positioning himself as a strong and decisive leader, he risks being seen as overly cautious and unwilling to take bold stands. This perception could explain why key figures, including French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, have reportedly limited their engagements with Starmer. Such actions send a powerful signal, potentially undermining Starmer's credibility on the world stage. Despite these setbacks, Starmer has remained steadfast in defending his approach. In a recent interview, he emphasized the importance of building bridges, not walls, and reiterated his commitment to fostering global cooperation. He argued that diplomacy requires patience and that long-term strategies should not be judged by short-term optics. While this perspective has its merits, the question remains: can Starmer afford to lose the support of influential global leaders at such a critical time? The implications of this situation extend far beyond Starmer's personal reputation. If international leaders continue to distance themselves, it could weaken Britain's ability to secure favorable trade deals and partnerships under a potential Labour government. This would have far-reaching consequences for the UK's economy and its standing on the global stage. Furthermore, Starmer's struggles could embolden his political opponents, both within the Labour Party and among the Conservatives, who are likely to seize on these developments as evidence of his unsuitability for leadership. This story is far from over. As we continue to track these developments, it's clear that Starmer faces an uphill battle to regain the trust and respect of world leaders. Whether he can rise to the occasion and redefine his image remains to be seen. In the meantime, we'll be keeping a close eye on his next moves and the reactions they provoke. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an update on this unfolding drama. There's much more to uncover about Starmer's leadership and its impact on Britain's future, and you won't want to miss it.